I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I just reacted to the Javaris Crittenton story. And after reacting to that video, and then reacting to this Josh Howard video, I just want to like separate them and let them and make it be known that they're two completely different situations.
Team like Kyrie and KD, or the Lake Show with King James and AD. Wish I could match him up with the bad boys from the 80s. But no black and white, I need that in HD. HenDawgz.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy HenDawgz, and we back to it. You know how we do it. How a YouTube video ended an NBA career. That's a crazy title, man. Like, the Rebound does a very great job of having these titles that have me like, what the heck? Like what went on in this video? But before we get into it, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. We're on the way to 10K. I appreciate everybody that's subscribed so far, and I appreciate y'all in advance who's gonna subscribe after watching this video. Make sure y'all like this video. If y'all like this video, go ahead and write something in the comments. Let me know what other videos y'all want me to react to. I'm going on a binge with these Rebound videos because, like I said, they're really good, and the titles are getting me. Like, I don't even know what this video is even gonna be about. I don't even know who it's about, but the title sounds pretty good because how the hell could that happen? How can a YouTube video end an NBA career? But that's the whole point of reacting to it. So let's get into it, man. We got how a YouTube video ended an NBA career. Let's get it.
How do you go from $40 million NBA deals, an entire city chanting your
Josh
name?
Howard?
Good looking. Howard's going to let it fly. I'll count if it goes. From 3/4 court.
To it all crashing down with one viral video. This is the rise and fall of Josh Howard.
Josh Howard was driving his black Lexus at 94 miles an hour. Josh Howard at one time had Dallas in the palm of his hand.
Wow. I remember Josh Howard.
Now,
he was a pretty good like guard / forward. Never was a star or I don't think anything like that, but he was a really good player. Really good player in the NBA, so let's see what happened, man.
if there's one thing you need to know about Josh Howard, he'll do just about anything to create controversy.
Really?
Let's just take a look at his draft. Howard came into the 2003 NBA draft as a projected top 10 pick, but ended up being selected as the 29th pick by the Dallas Mavericks. Why? Well, in an interview just a few days before the draft, Howard thought it was the perfect time to admit to the world that he was a stoner. And in 2003 America, this would not slide.
That might slide in the NBA today because I think 2 years ago or maybe last year, the NBA banned the whole you can't smoke weed in the league, which I think is great for the league because now they don't have to pop those pills and do things that's just very terrible to their body. But in 2003 you couldn't do that. So I don't know why Josh Howard thought that was cool, and his draft stock declined because of it.
Around the NBA took this as Howard being lazy and undedicated. So the man fell all the way to the bottom of the first round.
Just 'cause he wanted to smoke weed.
This didn't kill Howard's career because Mavericks owner Mark Cuban, he didn't really care. Mark figured if the guy could ball, then he can help the Mavericks win. However, Mark would soon realize that if Howard was gonna stay in the NBA, this skill wouldn't be enough. You see, off-court drama can be overlooked most of the time.
Relax.
But only if you've got at least one of these two things. Tremendous skill on the court or a good reputation. And Howard would teach Mark that lesson the hard way. For now though, Howard's playing career got off to an amazing start.
He was good.
By his third season, he already helped carry the Mavs to the 2006 NBA Finals. Unfortunately, this year was a loss, but it only motivated Howard. His only goal now was to win his first championship. So, coming into the next season, he took his game to a new level. putting up 18.9 points per game. In Dallas, they became the best team in the NBA, winning 67 games and only losing 15. This season solidified Howard in NBA history,
Did he make an All-Star game?
marking his first.
Oh shit! Damn, I need to stop talking and just watch. I was literally about to ask y'all, did he make an All-Star game? Let me just watch this shit and shut up.
Ever All-Star appearance. Although, as fast as things went up for Howard, they came violently crashing down. See, fast forward to the 2008 playoffs, the Mavericks were facing a young Hornets team in the first round. And with the playoff experience that Dallas had, this series should have been an easy one. However, coming into the series, the Mavs had an unlucky start. They lost the first 2 games and immediately went into panic mode. These losses got into Howard's head, and he started to overthink every shot and every movement on the court. Instead of putting up his usual 20 points a night, he was only scoring 12. 12! And remember how I said an NBA player needs 2 things: solid on-court skill and a good reputation off the court. Well, Howard was playing like trash, and his team was down 0-2 in the series. So at this point, he just needs to keep his name out of the headlines
He just need good reputation.
and get his confidence back on the court. But instead, he went on a radio show and made a mistake that would tarnish his public image, create a media firestorm for the Mavs,
What did he do?
and mark the beginning of his downfall.
Is all of this true that I am reading?
So far as like players in the league have that problem?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's nothing that's hidden. NBA players do smoke marijuana.
Oh,
You don't feel that you have a problem, that you don't smoke any during the season, but you do smoke in the off season. How true is that?
Yeah, it's true. But that has nothing to do with what I do as far as basketball. You know, when I go out there and perform.
See, when Howard first admitted that he smoked, it was just about him. But now, he brought the Mavs and the entire NBA into it. So, this permanently damaged Howard's public image and his relationship with his team. I mean, the media ran with the story that the Devil's Lettuce made him and the Mavs lazy and unfocused. And if that wasn't bad enough, instead of preparing for the next game, the entire Mavericks organization was stuck putting out the media frenzy that Howard started. I mean,
yeah, you're not supposed to do that, man. Like, if you smoke weed, you drink alcohol, you know, you have different vices that you want to do. Like, just keep it with you. Keep it personal. You don't have to out anybody else. Like, other people may not want people to know that they smoke weed or they're doing this or doing that. Like, that's not your business to tell what other people are doing. So I get it, man. Like, it's not, even in today's game, with it being legal, you can't get in trouble. That's still up for the person to decide. Like, you should, even in like today, nobody should be like, hey, yeah, well, I know it's legal and we're allowed to do it. So the whole NBA is smoking right now. Like, that's still like bad taste, and it's just like let the people decide on what they want the media to know.
and when he was asked about the punishment, he said, "We won't make it public, but we'll deal with it internally and put an end to this." At this point, though, this was Howard's first slip up. So the Mavs, they weren't really too worried. They just wrote this moment off as strike number 1. I mean, they're in the middle of a huge series that needed their full attention. However, people can only give you so many chances. And Dallas would soon find out. This was just the beginning of Howard's career crashing and burning.
The beginning of the end.
As the series went on, the Mavs found themselves 1 loss away from going home. Now down 3-1 in the series. What do you think Howard did? Hit the gym? Practice more? Watch some film? Well, instead of doing any of that, he decided to throw himself a massive birthday party. Yeah, with the season on the line.
No way,
Howard
Josh
went as
Howard.
far as handing out flyers to his birthday party in the locker room after they lost, while he was averaging 12 points a game. What? And to make the situation even worse, Howard told head coach Avery Johnson to cancel practice so that everyone could come. Yeah, one game away from going home. Pretty much everyone on the Mavs team was pissed. They saw this as Howard only caring about himself, and you'd think he'd be able to take a hint. But he went through with his birthday party anyways, and the Mavs were knocked out of the playoffs the very next game. The media blew up this story, and Mavs fans immediately jumped on the bandwagon, claiming that Howard's distractions ruined their season. And as far as Mark Cuban and the organization were concerned, this was Howard's second strike in a single week. Not only did Howard's antics cost them the playoffs, he was also playing like garbage. At this point, what use was it keeping him on the team? And just when you think it couldn't get any worse, Howard got arrested. When Howard went back to his hometown for the summer, he decided that getting in trouble with the media wasn't enough.
I didn't like that they brought up Kobe, but I get what he's saying. Like, if you're gonna be like throwing parties or saying you smoking weed or just like kind of just doing stuff that you shouldn't really be doing, you better be balling out extra on the court. And that's kind of what the Kobe situation was. Kobe had those issues with the Colorado incident, but in the midst of all of that, he was still going for 40. He was still going for 30. So they was able to kind of just skate past that and be like, you know what, like, we'll work through it. But he's still, responsible for the Lakers winning 60 games or 50 games or something. Like, Josh Howard is averaging 12 points in the midst of all this. So it's like, bro, you got to do either or. You can't be doing all this off the court and still not producing on the court. Like, something got to give. So I see why they brought up Kobe.
Now, it's time to mess with the police.
Wanda, I'm standing right by the intersection of Business 40 and Silas Creek Parkway in Winston-Salem. That's where at 11:25 last night, police say Josh Howard was driving his black Lexus at 94 miles an hour while racing another car. Howard was arrested and charged on 3 counts: speeding, drag racing, and reckless driving.
This man was going 94 in a 55. What the hell was he thinking? When this news broke, fans wanted Howard's head. They demanded that he be fined by the NBA or suspended for 20 games of the next season. It's one thing to make your team lose a playoff series. It's another thing to risk innocent people's lives. I mean, this really should have been strike 3. But before the Mavericks could even react to how dangerous, stupid, and illegal this all was, that fateful straw that broke the camel's back came to light. A video of Howard went viral, and he accidentally sparked a worldwide controversy.
Maybe he do.
Right now, I don't even celebrate that. Black, goddamn Obama, all that.
How big a deal is this?
The climate that America's in right now, to come off as being unpatriotic is not good on the back of all the things that have been going on with Josh Howard for the last 5 months.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that, and the really sad thing about it is that Josh Howard at one time had Dallas in the palm of his hand. He was an underrated player coming into this league. He proved himself to be one of the most important parts of the team, and with these incidents the last few months, his whole persona there, I think, has been turned upside down. And I would be surprised if in a city like Dallas, where the red, white, and blue is so strong, that he survives staying on that team this year.
You really think this could be fatal to his remaining in the city?
I do think that.
And it's not just the Dallas Mavericks, it's just any other team. This is the type of baggage you don't want to have on you because it goes beyond the Dallas Mavericks. Which team wants to pick up somebody that is being, labeled as unpatriotic? So it's not just Dallas' situation, it's anybody. If Mark Cuban decides to let him go, what other team is going to pick him up?
At this point, in just 3 months, Howard completely ruined his reputation. And this viral video was his 3rd strike. The Mavs organization had enough, so they traded him as soon as they could. He bounced around 3 different teams, tore his ACL twice, and went from putting up 20 points a game to just 6. Remember how I said an NBA player needs 2 things? He needs some ball skill and a good reputation. Well, now Howard had neither. So, shortly after, Josh Howard was officially out of the NBA. Perhaps the saddest part of this story is that just a year after Josh was traded, the Mavs went on to win the 2011 championship.
That sucks.
Without him, the man sat on the sidelines of another team, missing out on all of the glory that could have been his.
Damn.
Now, even though Howard made a lot of mistakes throughout his career, since his retirement, he's tried to right his wrongs. He's now a coach at the University of North Texas, helping kids be the best basketball player they can be, and teaching them all the life lessons that he had to learn the hard way. From an NBA star to a college head coach, one viral video may have been the downfall of Howard's NBA career, but it opened a new chapter, one where he can inspire the future and continue doing what he loves, basketball.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I just reacted to the Javaris Crittenton story, and after reacting to that video and then reacting to this Josh Howard video, I just want to like separate them and let them and make it be known that they're two completely different situations. I mean, Javaris Crittenton actually murdered somebody, but Josh Howard, I mean, he said that he wanted to smoke weed. He was driving fast on a highway where he didn't hurt anyone, and then he said that he didn't want to support the Star Spangled Banner. Those are his 3 strikes, and for me, those are not that bad. Like, Josh Howard is not this bad person that I feel like this video tried to paint him out to be. I mean, granted, he did things to, kind of mess up his career in a way, but everybody got different career aspirations. Maybe Josh Howard didn't want to be this 15-year NBA vet and, play in the NBA for this super long time. Like, they said he made $40 million. He made $40 million and he didn't kill anybody. The worst thing you could say he did is he was driving super fast on the highway and got arrested for that. Like, that's not terrible. And in the way that the world is right now, if he was to do that, say that he didn't support the Star Spangled Banner, he would get a lot more support in today's world. But I don't know, man. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't sit here and try to act like Josh Howard is this terrible person, because I didn't get Josh Howard is a terrible person from this video. But I hope y'all enjoyed it. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if y'all haven't already. Make sure y'all like this video if y'all like this video. And go ahead and write something in the comments. Let me know how y'all feel about Josh Howard. Let me know how y'all feel about the whole his whole NBA career, and do y'all feel like he was a terrible person? Because to me, like I said, I don't think he is. And now he's a college coach doing his thing in that world. So shout out to Josh Howard, man. But I appreciate y'all like always. We out.